Morning, everyone. I'd be willing to bet that all of us know at least one person in the military that is a single parent. Single parenting is something that is becoming more and more prevalent, not just in the military, but in society as a whole. However, the military sees single parenthood not necessarily as a bad thing, but more as something that's inconsistent with the training and mobilization needs of the military. So, what happens when there's a single parent that wants to apply to join the military? Are there exceptions to these rules? What made the military decide to introduce these rules? And finally, why is this something that is so important to me? I wanted to be able to answer all of these questions for you because these are all the same questions that I had. So, what are the rules when it comes to single parents becoming applicants in the military? Simply put, single parents are not allowed to become applicants. A single parent is defined as an unmarried person who has custody of a family member that is incapable of self-care. As long as the applicant maintains custody of this person, enlistment is in no way an option. However, single people are not the only people who are subject to this rule. An applicant who is married to an active duty member, no matter the branch of service, cannot go active if they have children. As far as the military is concerned, it's just the same as being a single parent because if a national incident happens and both members have to be deployed and they cannot find someone to take care of their dependents, then they're put in a bad situation. However, just like most rules, there are always exceptions. There is a way to attain a waiver that states that the military is aware that you have custody of dependents and they're not requiring you to surrender that custody at this time. Of course, as most of us know, the military can always change their minds. Although a lot of people feel as though these rules may be discriminatory, there is still a reason as to why the military feels as though they're needed. The military saw this as enough of a problem that they felt it necessary to implement these relatively new policies. In today's military, deployments are very real and frequent. As far as the military is concerned, if you cannot deploy at a moment's notice, then you are absolutely of no use to them. You have to be worldwide qualified, and in the military's opinion, single parents are at a much higher risk of not being able to meet these requirements. Which then, of course, leads to animosity among coworkers. Think of it like this. If you were a single military member with no dependents and you were chosen to deploy over a single parent because they couldn't find someone to take care of their child while they were gone, wouldn't you feel a little bit of animosity towards that person? I honestly believe that the military was in its own way trying to avoid this dilemma at all costs. Being in the military and a single mother myself, this is especially important issue to me. Although I don't necessarily agree with the way of thinking, I do, however, understand the logic behind it. Unlike some single parents, I have a very good support system with people that I can call at any time if I get called into work. It's not always that easy for some people. Being military, you move around a lot and usually don't end up close to family or friends that you can lean on or call in an emergency. So although I understand that you can't always tell who's going to uphold their end of the deal when they enlist in the military, is it really fair to punish everyone? Some applicants truly are trying to better their lives and the lives of their loved ones. Or maybe they're trying to get their school paid for or travel the world, something that gives them a steady income and health benefits. Someone's reasons for joining aren't always truly known, so why keep out someone that could be an invaluable asset to our military because there's a risk that you could run into a few bad eggs? I'm sure there are many reasons as to why the military has made it a policy not to allow single parents and military to become part of it. Whether it's because they want to ensure that their deployment needs are met or because they want to try and avoid animosity at all costs. Whatever the case may be, I can't say that I agree. However, I definitely see the logic behind it. Some may see these things as discrimination, while others may see it as a problem solved. The military is all about the mission, and this is their way of ensuring their mission is complete. Thank you very much.